National Football League.
Representing the legendary Al Davis, and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Tonight, we're keeping it in the AFC West. It's the LA Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Welcome to the field, your Las Vegas Raiders!
Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The Chargers take over.
So now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led out by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Herbert's one of these rare quarterbacks that when he is on, he makes this game look effortless and easy. Part of it's his throwing motion that's crisp and clean with great power. And it's also an athleticism. He'll make you pay with his legs, too. Man, he is just a joy to watch.
They'll start with a give to Harris. And our first play of the game is going to net them a single yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 28. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. A handoff for Harris, running right. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. So here come the Raiders now for their opening drive. They're led out by someone amidst their 2nd act as an NFL QB. He was a 2nd-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous 2nd act of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think it's because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness that few have.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. And the first carry here for Ashton Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. A quick throw completed out to the left. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Smith. Connects on the crosser. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's another Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Shotgun give here to Genty. He still has room inside the 30. And he has this all the way down to the 23. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Raiders first.
You spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
They go play action. Here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This is Genty on 2nd. Has a big hole left. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Second and goal, here comes the option. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Just 1 yard on the gain, so now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 8.
This may be one of the only spots in goal-to-goal situations I wouldn't even consider a run. Now, as a quarterback, you better be aware of those eyes defensively because they're going to be all over you in the passing game.
On 3rd and goal, Smith. And this will be a Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders have a great first drive and get the game's first points. All right, partner, 1 drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. It might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. Jukes out a one-stop. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Cut out left. Short pickup to their own 31. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage. The trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Herbert from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame. Well, Brock, they could have gone wrong to set up 3rd and short, or they could air it out and try for more. They picked the latter, and the coverage was ready for it.
Sure was, Kate, and this is why playing this position, you've got to have a short memory. You must flush it. I love the decision to be aggressive. I always fall on that side of the coin, but when you throw a pick in that situation, such a manageable 2nd down, well, you got to learn from it, move on, and certainly flush it away.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, Smith to throw. This one's taken in by Thornton. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Textbook hitch route. Just hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Okay, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 34. Into traffic, complete. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
A gain of 6.
That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Vegas first down.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Jump off, caught by his back. Small gain down to the 23. Stopped by Dayon Henley.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Genty from the gun. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun, Smith. For the first. He has the touchdown. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Raiders 14, Chargers nothing.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
For Las Vegas.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. On the play fake, it's Herbert. Snared by his running back, it's Najee Harris. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. This is hauled in by Harris. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
1st down, Chargers.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 47. On the screen, this is Harris. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Trying to sneak, it's Herbert. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have 4th down coming up.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
4th down and inches, just too tempting to pass up. They're going to go for it. Here's Harris. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
He only needed an inch, Kate, and it was a good thing because he had to fight for that. That defense put up a game effort, nearly made the play to get themselves off the field.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Herbert now off the play fake. Looking to his fullback now. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Harris gets it on the counter. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
Jeremy Chin.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Going to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So on fourth down, out comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll get him back to 11.
The wind was at a sails, Kate, and it certainly helped that football fly true and right down the middle. And from that distance, to hit with that accuracy is one impressive shot.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's White on the return. Stiff arm success. This makes it up to the 25. The Raiders have their offense back out there. They have played lights out on offense. Scored their first 2 times out, Brock. A chance to go 3 for 3 and grow that lead here. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time. Offensively, you've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Smith dumps it off to his running back. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, here's Smith. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Jukes one defender, and he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
L.A. bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Running left is Harris. Broke through the tackle. And he's going to gain about 3 yards as they bring him down.
He's brought down at the 31. Brings up 2nd down.
We're through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. The scoreboard reads 14-3. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Charger football. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with. From the 31. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Chargers will have a first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Has it man. It's Tyler Conklin. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Pickup of 5 on that play, and it brings up an LA first down.
Los Angeles.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
The 40-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Herbert throwing again. He finds Johnston. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They get 22 on that one. And the Chargers will have a first.
First down, Chargers.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field, tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you could depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
1st and 10, give to Harris. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10+, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those...
And he's in for the touchdown. The Chargers make it a 1-score game in the first half.
Los Angeles.
Najee Harris, the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 4.
14. Chargers 10.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Here's White on the return. Showing a little burst so far. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They send a tight end in motion. Smith on first down. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable. And it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Smith. Finds him over the middle. And he takes this one up to the 41, so that makes a very manageable now 3rd and short.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. On the sneak at Smith. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
So many options on 3rd and 1. That playbook wide open. And when you call a QB sneak, the last thing you want is to see that play go backwards.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And he's got this fair catch right along the 12-yard line. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended Brock in a touchdown. First call here coming from the shotgun. Now Herbert to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Herbert. That throw finds Johnston. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Chargers 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. And he hurries forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
Keeps it on the option.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, some really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Thought for a second he might have had the first, but still a little bit of work to do here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He calls his own number again. And Herbert slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
They give to Harris from the gun. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Herbert from the gun. Johnston brings it in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st down, ball at the 36. To throw, Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this one doesn't go far.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, it's a go-to route to target.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. On the quick slant, he's got Allen. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 9
Good luck
yards.
defending that short
First
yardage
down,
slant. Just not
Chargers.
going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. From the gun, they go with Harris.
Najee Harris, the ball carrier.
You know, that's so
The tackle
hard for
made
me,
back
Kate.
at the
That's the type of
25-yard
effort that
line.
deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Herbert. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Chargers.
Teamwork. I want my money back.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Trying to run in, Harris. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2.
This is one of those
Brings up
situations,
2nd
Kate,
and
where I watch
goal.
the body language of the running back,
10-yard
because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And the Raiders get there and take him down. And that sack going to cost them some yardage.
Oh, I hate that. They've eaten up some good yardage on this drive, Kate, and you get down in the red zone, and this is where you really got to stay on schedule. Let's give some credit to this defense. They know the job they got to do. Got to knock you back and make this now red zone attempt that much more difficult.
Following the sack, going to need to find 11 yards here on 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. This throw is cut. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Quentin Johnston.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
22-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there. And that
is
cuts
good.
the lead back down to a lone
Makes the
point.
score, Raiders.
Okay, one of the
14,
areas that kickers and
Chargers
quarterbacks are similar,
13.
they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Things trim back down to a single-point Brock as they send this off and away. Trey Tucker to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. And it's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Smith. Going left side, Bowers has it. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Smith. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for Raiders first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Giving this to Genty. And he has 7 on that run as we're down to the 2-minute warning. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Another give here to Genty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Raider first down.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Hits him on the out route. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
2nd and 3 now. From the 31. He's running with it. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Vegas first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for another Las Vegas.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Oh, he's going for it again. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. Geno Smith with a touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Kate, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Carlson adds the extra point. And the Raiders grow their lead to 8.
Raiders 21, Chargers 13.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first.
He's brought down.
They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
brings up
That is
second
just
down.
a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Staying on the ground with Harris. Juke the defender. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. LA uses a timeout here. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Chargers first down.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Back to the air, Herbert. Completed to his running back. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Herbert now to throw on third. Still has some space inside the 35. And they bring him down around the 34. He gets 6 on that play. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
One final shot before the half. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Tucker now on the return. Nice effort here. They're going to tackle him just shy of the 35. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. They give up the guts. It's Jeanty. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
All I could tell him there was good luck. You get a safety all over a run like that, they could just smell it like a shark with blood in the water. And you feel fortunate if you're even able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on third, Smith. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down, ball at the 36. And off to Jensen. That is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through one tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Smith to the air now. Jump off, caught by his back. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Yeah, that was great timing. Great timing by the big fellas to get out in front of that screen. You could see it coming. Running back has the lineman in front of him to clear a little space, and it was all about his athleticism after that.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun snap to Smith. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for Raiders first.
16 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas. 1st and 10.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Shotgun give here to Jensen. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime. Made the right read on the RPO inside the red zone, Brock, and things worked out.
And you know what is so key about these RPOs? It's that mesh point. It's the details right there, not immediately giving any indication of what they were going to do, and it created, Kate, the slightest of hesitations for the defense, and that slightest opportunity is all he needed to hit the end zone.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders lead by 15 now. All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
On return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Going to Harris to start the half. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not have moved the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Harris once more. Now that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Tight end in motion left. From the gun on 3rd, it's Herbert. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First down, ball at the 36. Running behind center with Harris. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Chargers will have a first.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Going to the ground again on first. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So he can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. They'll run here with Omarion Hampton.
Omarion Hampton, the ball carrier.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap to Herbert. This is cut downfield by Allen. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Offense set for a 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Harris. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Landon Roberts coming over for the hit.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Herbert from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That one's nabbed by Allen. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
To number 13, Keenan Allen. A gain of 9 yards. And the Chargers' first down.
Are you kidding me? What is even happening?
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
1st and 10 give to Harris. And they take this in for the score. The Chargers start the 2nd half with some needed points. Najee Harris, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers getting back to within one score.
28. Chargers 20.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's White on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And they'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
Cool thing about a drive starting a run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Back to Genty. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 6. And the Raider first down. First and
Some
10
offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. On the option, it's Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Connects on the crosser. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Chargers territory.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. They're both quarterback and tight end. Went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope you have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Smith on 3rd and short. Looking Myers, and he's got it. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they face 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. And again, it's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's good for another Las Vegas. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them, They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders lead by 14.
Las Vegas.
All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Carlson now to add one more.
For the point after.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders lead by 15 now.
35. Chargers 20.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half. Carlson, all set now for the kickoff. On return, here comes Davis. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. The carry by Harris here to start the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Herbert back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now Herbert to throw. And he missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete. You never want to overlook those Mike backers when you're throwing short, Brock. So often it's those guys and not the corners or the safeties that are going to be the ones in there breaking those up.
Yeah, and so often these linebackers of today, these middle linebackers, are just oversized safeties. They can really run and play the ball as he just did.
It is caught left side. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
A tie in baseball, Kate, well, we know it goes to the runner. A tie at the line of scrimmage on a sneak, well, in this case, it goes to the defense.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. They snap it to Herbert. That one's good to McConkey. Down to the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Loud McConkey with a touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Dicker on now for the PAT.
Extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Chargers get it back to within one score. As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's White on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Raiders ready for another drive on offense as Jacoby Myers heads out. And the first half scoring has continued so far in this second half as they try to keep the pace. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Genty from the gun. The drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 28. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Giving this to Genty. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
They just get the play off. Caught by his back. And he will take this in. Touchdown. The Raiders stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd.
Touchdown, Raiders.
I think he'll take his highlights however. He can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage. Big time.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders lead by 15 now. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
Las Vegas.
Starting from the 5. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Chargers are being led back out on offense by Justin Herbert here. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Herbert. Right side into the hands of Allen. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Putting the tight end in motion. Play action now for Herbert. He puts some air onto this one, deep right. That's complete inside the 35. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And it brings up an LA first down.
First down, Chargers.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Tight end in motion right. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. 16 yards on the play. And the Chargers will have a first.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
This throw is caught. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Herbert to throw once more. He brings it in. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Herbert throwing again. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Dicker connects there. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
42.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's White on the return. Jukes out a one-stop. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Raiders and running back Ashton Jeanty headed back out there. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Jeanty. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure nice little run to set the table.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Another give here to Genty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And a Las Vegas first down.
I'm not
First
kidding you,
and
Kate.
10
A
at the
run of that
38-yard
length at the
line.
NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
They go play action. Here's Smith. Stepping up, and he's going to run. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
First down, Smith to throw. He's calling his own number again. And Smith wisely slides down safely with enough to move those chains.
A gain of 21 more
You know,
yards.
Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. They'll run it with Genty. Ooh, he made most of that one, didn't he? Give him 9 yards on that first down carry.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he gets in, touchdown! The Raiders making a 3-score game in the fourth. Raheem Mostert the touchdown. Carlson now to add one more.
The point after.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders go up by 19.
Raiders 49, Chargers 30.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
For the Raiders.
On return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes first and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Complete out to the right side. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. First and 10, Herbert. Finds his back complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the gun, they go with Harris. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They're on the tackle.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. Catch made left side by McConkey. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. Motioning in the tight end now. Desperation time here on 4th. Rolling left, buying some time. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Well, I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
They're set up at the 35 now. Herbert now off the play fake. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Herbert, quick out wide, complete. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, like SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 19. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
Coming to the line for their 9th play of the drive. This is 3rd and 3. It's Herbert once more. That's caught for the 1st. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, Brock, we don't see this often, but love it whenever we do. The fullback, the target on that one, and he ends up with 6.
You're absolutely right, Kate. You don't see fullbacks utilize that much, but man, when you do have a weapon like that, it stretches a defense so thin. Big time touchdown. Yes, by a fullback.
Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the Chargers shave some of the lead. It's down now to 12.
Chargers 37. Cameron
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's White on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve, complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
From the 27. Gets this one to Myers. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Brock? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
On the sneak, it's Smith. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped her at the line. No gain.
A gain on the play. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Smith going to keep it again. He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
Brought down by Khalil.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Man in motion here. 2nd and 13. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Shotgun snap to Smith. Completed over the middle. And that's a solid stop there to limit the damage. Gave up some, but it's still 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Chargers need to score quickly. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 25-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Here's Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
2nd and 3 now. From the 41. Connects on the crosser. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down. Shotgun give to Hampton. Breaks the tackle, still going. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 2nd and 3. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Herbert. Short pass brought in. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun snap to Herbert. He drops it down to Harris. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Chargers call a timeout. That's their last one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Well, partner, maybe not the record that most people think of when it comes to quarterbacks, but it's certainly an impressive accolade for him. The most completions in a single game.
Yeah, it feels like this was communicated beforehand, right in the play. And listen, we're running everything through you. You're carrying us. And to his credit, this quarterback brought his A game, some of the best throws of his career. You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
The ball on the 13. Once again, it's 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Raiders return this one to the 10 before that return is halted.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line.
You knew before this drive started the field goal was not going to be good enough, but that meant the coverage also knew how to play it, how to concentrate, how to focus, and those defenders, well, they influenced that throw, and even more so, took it away.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun give here to Genti. Jukes one defender. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's not just an axiom, right, that it's so hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Raiders winners as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas.